burnout. Have you ever been burned out, running your home-based business and also doing your full-time job? But as you're coming in, drop your name and where you're coming from below. Because I have been in that situation. I had been in that situation. A couple of years ago, I was working full-time job in Manhattan, and I was working 9 to 8, literally 9 to 8, right? And then after work, I have to go to home parties and hotel meetings. So I was literally out doing all those business activities 5 days out of 7. Right, so imagine that, like, I'm working the whole day, facing the computer, was tired, and then now, after work, I still have to go to do my business, right? And it's like 5 days out of 7, and I, got home at almost 11 or 12 o'clock sometimes, midnight. So my girlfriend at that time was like screaming at me, right? Because I had no time for her, and I myself was so tired, okay? And I switched to social media. I switched to social media so that I can reach more people and I can prospect them. But still, I was spending all the time, prospecting, responding to social media messages, facing my phone all the time, right? And then I was like, okay, let me try something new, right? Another way, which is blogging, right? I was blogging so that I can, more people can see my stuff when I'm not even awake, right? Because when I blog, the article is online and people can look at it 24/7. And if they're interested to join my business or buy my product, they will, right? So it's a lot more leverage than just prospecting, on social media. So, but even though I have that leverage, like online leverage, but still, I was spending time writing, right? I was spending time still writing a lot and, catching up with what's going on in the social media world. So I was like, still burn out a little bit, right? Not as much as before, but, my girlfriend at the time was still screaming. So imagine, your family might have objection, right? Might have an objection saying, oh, your life totally changed after joining your network marketing business, because now you have no time for them, right? It's a scam, right? You took all this time and there's no return. Like a couple months went by, what have you done, right? How much have you earned, right? That's the most common line from our family, right? How much have you earned, right? So even though it's hard to hear, but, think about this, right? If you can bring leverage to your business, wouldn't it be a lot better? Like, you can literally build your business and spend more time with them. And that's what I did, starting last year. And I was able to recruit 300 reps in 7 weeks without putting in, the time that I used to put, right? Without burning out. Because I was literally just sitting at home and I was just checking online once in a while. And it's all because I've set up a system. But how can I do all these stuff while still working a full-time job, right? So the secret, I'm going to share with you this secret, this neat trick that you can use for yourself to build your business too, is to leverage other people to do some of the work for you, right? And the best place to do that is by going to Fiverr. Right, Fiverr.com. It's a site where you can hire people for really cheap. Sometimes they're from Philippines, from other countries, so they charge really cheap, right? So go to Fiverr.com and whatever you're looking for, right? Let's say you're using social media, you're prospecting. Sometimes you can hire people to manage your social media, right? When you're not when you're working, when you're sleeping, you can hire people to answer messages for you. So when when you wake up, when you get off work, you can get more done, right? Because when you're not free, you have somebody else doing the work for you for a really low amount of investment, right? So, or if you're blogging, then hire somebody to write for you, because I myself is not good at writing. I'm terrible at writing. So I hire somebody else to write it for me. But it's cheap, right? Comparing to how much I earn, right? If you think that your time is not worth that much, and then you go ahead and do all this stuff, right? It's time to change the mentality, because if you are to earn $1 million income, right? How much will you worth per hour, right? So imagine if you're putting in an hour setting up a blog, and you know, and your net worth for an hour. Let's say you worth like $60 an hour, right? Because you're making, imagine you're making $1 million a year, and compared to hiring out maybe, you know, you spend 10, 20 bucks and get it done, right? So you actually save a lot of money and time by hiring out. And the best place is Fiverr.com. All right. So here's my niche trick that I want to share with you. Use Fiverr.com. Use other people or leverage other people's effort so that you can actually focus on the important stuff. The important stuff like following up or actually getting new reps started, right? And or maybe creating marketing materials, or maybe creating training materials. The stuff that only you can do it. All right. So hope you got a lot of value from today. If you have any questions, drop a comment below, and you know, feel free to share it with other partners you have in your team or in other network marketing company, because a lot of people, I can tell you, I came like my team in the previous company, they are all burned out. Like they don't even know. Like they're brainwashed. I shouldn't say they're brainwashed, but they're trained to work hard, right? But not to work smart, right? So if you want to work smart, definitely check out the training that I share in the post, and you can learn how to recruit more reps using less time, right? Without wasting time, you know, all those time prospecting, right? And you're gonna get a lot of leverage. And if you get more leverage in your business, you're gonna have exponential growth this year, and you're gonna rank advance so much faster. You gotta trust me, and I trust that you can do it. You can make a you know, well informed decision for yourself, whether you want to hire out or you want to do it yourself, right? So get that training and learn how to leverage your time. All right. So have a great day. I will see you in the next training.